Most people should not be doing planks if they want to get a strong core. Stick around for the next couple of minutes. I'm going to tell you exactly why and what 2 things you should do instead. So who am I and how could I possibly say this? My name is Alexis. I'm an avid endurance athlete. I'm a Pilates instructor and trainer with over a decade of experience, and I help other endurance athletes, swimmers, cyclists, runners, triathletes get stronger from the inside out, from the core, without wasting time wondering, am I doing this right, or where should I be feeling this? Okay, back to what I was saying. So the plank is a very effective core strength exercise, but only if it's executed properly. And you might know what I'm talking about because you might have done a plank or two in your life where you feel it in all the wrong places, like your wrists, your neck, your shoulders, your low back, your hip flexors, everywhere but your core. And you might be wondering, is there something wrong with me? Why don't I get this? And it's not your fault. The problem is most trainers don't know how to effectively teach this exercise. And the fact is, it's not a beginner exercise. So no matter how strong you are, starting off with a plank is missing a whole bunch of steps. The plank is a full body exercise, which requires us to hold our whole body up off the floor and resist gravity and somehow engage our core while doing it, and the whole rest of our body too, but for everything to work together. So it's a little bit complicated. So the problem with especially athletes who have strong upper and lower body muscles, well, what do you think is going to be holding you up in that plank? You know, your body's going to take the path of least resistance. It's going to use your arms and your legs to hold yourself up. It's not going to say, oh, let me use my core here. So how do we make this plank an effective exercise? 2 things. First, we've got to find our core, meaning we've got to know what those muscles are. It's more than just your abs. It's more than just that six-pack muscle. They're deep. You might not even have heard of them before. Second, once we've found our core, then we need to activate our core, meaning we have to create a mind-body connection so that when we pop up into that plank, we're using those muscles. So if any of this sounds unfamiliar to you, well, that's what's missing from your plank. Once you find your core and activate your core, then you can strengthen it. That's why I have a whole method called FAST method, which teaches you just that. Find your core, activate your core, then strengthen your core 3 times a week. So I never teach somebody, especially a new person to me, even a strong athlete, to start off with a plank. I have 2 exercises which everybody masters first. And once they master these exercises where they can confidently find and activate their core, then they can translate that into that full body plank where they can hold themselves up, resisting gravity, using their core, integrating it with the rest of their body, and it becomes a powerful exercise. So if you would like to stop the madness and get a better method and start planking better and really find that fire in your core so that you can stop wasting time wondering, am I doing this right, or where should I be feeling this? Drop me a line below and I will send something right over to you to help you get started.